And now, Tommy Burnett's Tuesday Night Magic Theater. Every Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 p.m. Greenwich Mountain Time. Produced by Tommy Burnett, New York City's favorite mind reader.
Hello, and welcome to Tuesday Night Magic Theater. We have some of the best performers in the world. Tonight's performers are ROBINA, George Smith, Wayne Goodman, Magic MAISIE, Alan Fisher, Kevin Peele.
And now, your host, Tommy Burnett.
Yay.
Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful show at Tuesday Night Magic Theater. My name is Tommy Burnett, and I am so psyched about tonight's show. Yeah, this is going to be incredible. We have some really, really top performers tonight, including me. So, not too savvy. And let's get right into it. But before we do that, I just want to say that when you see somebody performing, if you know you're going to get a phone call or if somebody walks into the room, please be mindful and hit mute so we don't hear what's going on, because we got some really great performers and we don't want to distract them while they're performing, and it also sounds better in the recording, makes it easier for me to clean things up a little bit. So, having said that, our first performer is a regular here on the show. We love her and we love everything she does. Please help me welcome the very talented ROBINA. ROBINA. Thank you, Robina. That was beautiful. Thank you. As always, every time I see you perform, it's better and better each week. So our next performer has not been here in a while, and I'm very happy he's back with us. He was away in Spain for 3 months, and now he's back. And please help me welcome George Smith.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to see you. I'd like to say sunny England, but it's been raining all day today, and I've been in Spain for 3 months, where it's been very warm. I'd like to welcome you to my lecture tonight about the psychology of magic. I'm going to be about an hour. I hope you're all ready for that. But I'm often asked, as a magician, how do we take, for example, a card and rub it on a table and just make it disappear? Now, making something disappear is the easy part of a trick. No one cares about something disappearing. What they care more about is how something reappears. For example, if you look at David Copperfield and Lance Burton, they'll do a stage magic illusion or something like that. The assistant disappearing from the box isn't the most exciting part for an audience. The more exciting part is how she comes back again, or where she comes back from. So I need a beautiful volunteer for tonight. I see that Leon's in the crowd. May I have Leon as my volunteer?
Sure.
Leon, is he up on screen? I can't tell. I'm only on my phone.
No, but that's fine. Okay, now I am.
Cool. Thank you, Leon. You're not going to be my beautiful assistant, but you're going to help me create a beautiful assistant. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to be an illusionist, I only do card magic.
Oh, that's good.
It's sadder than that, mate. Come on. I only do card magic. Oh. It's sadder than that. Leon, say stop for me.
Stop.
There?
Yes.
Sure?
I'm
Okay,
sure.
I'm going to take out the card you stopped her. Now we need to turn the card. The card's going to be my beautiful assistant. Okay?
Okay.
So let me see where I've... Somewhere. My Sharpie pen for my beautiful assistant. Hey, is my beautiful assistant going to be male or female?
Let's make her female.
Make her female. That's good, because either way, they were just going to wear a mini dress, and one would have been a kilt or otherwise, because I can't draw. And please give her a name.
Oh, I've got to go with my life partner, Beth. B-E-T-H.
Beth.
Yep.
B-E. So there's no way we've not set up in advance. I wouldn't know what you've picked or anything like that.
No.
That's just come from now. So what I'm going to say is there's many ways to make an assistant disappear. You know that. As a magician yourself, we could put her in a box. We could maybe sneak her onto the stage. Anything like that. Right. What's your favourite method if you were going to make an assistant disappear?
Most favorite. The most effective is when you basically just pull up a
leave her in plain sight. Leave her in plain sight.
Sir?
Leave her in plain sight.
That would be good.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Sure.
But that's the most effective way to make her disappear But as I said to you a minute ago, it's not about making someone disappear. No one cares about it. It's how you make them reappear that matters. If I told you I've already made her disappear, or if I just covered her with a cloth and she's disappeared now, would that be effective for you?
That would be.
It might not look like she's disappeared because maybe I'm using a twig.
Right.
But she's gone. See?
Indeed.
Maybe I'm using a twin or something like that. So the way you make her reappear, generally, in a good magic act, they'll reappear at a bar, or they'll reappear on a chandelier or something like that. You normally need some sort of mechanic to do that. I've got a mechanic to do that. Do you know what that is?
Is it a can opener?
It's a can opener.
Yeah.
But it's also got a bottle opener. Now I do need to take my jacket off for this part of the effect.
Hi.
For effect. If you watch closely.
Hey, Happy.
Out of my sleeve here, watch.
Nice.
There's a bottle of beer. I do need a glass for it. Your how? In the bottle there. Your card, the 5 of clubs, with Beth written on it.
Holy mackerel. That's unreal.
And that's how you can turn a card trick into an illusion.
Excellent. Way to go.
Thank you very much, everyone. Good night. That's my applause to you.
Wow, that was great, George. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I'm so glad you're back from Spain. I'm glad you had a great time. But on a selfish level, now I have you back for myself. And yeah. So before we go on, I did want to say hello to anyone watching from Facebook. So I'm going to change the camera to gallery view, and if everyone can wave and say hello, Facebook, and thank you for being here, Facebook, and perfect. And now the second thing I wanted to say is
Happy, can you hear me?
yes, but you need to be quiet during the show, like I asked you to. Thank you. Okay. Now, we have another announcement. Apparently we have a birthday in the house. So, happy birthday, Andrew Shedd. I don't know if we want to sing happy birthday. I don't know if we want to embarrass him that much. But happy birthday, buddy. Good to see you here. And yeah. All right. So now we move on to a friend of mine.
Hello, everybody. So I'm not going to.
From the UK. I'll start the intro again. Now we move on to a friend of mine from the UK who was unable to perform for us tonight due to illness, and but he gave us a video, so here it is. Please help me welcome my good friend Wayne Goodman.
Hello, everybody. So I'm not going to lie, I'm shattered. I've just driven back from Alakazam, which is a few hours drive away, and I literally walked in and came straight here and set up. I haven't had a shave. I do apologise. It's been a hectic day. No excuse. I'm going to do 2 tricks for you. One of them is a brand new thing that I came up with on the way home, and I was talking to my friend Drew about, who's watching. But the first one is a classic, and it's one that I love to perform, and it is a bit reminiscent of the first trick that we saw today about murder. I'm fascinated by murder. I'm fascinated by deception and micro expressions and deceit. And so I look at a lot at murder mysteries and mystery stories. And about 20 years after Jack the Ripper, there was another serial killer. Now, at this time, especially in English history, serial killers were unheard of. Jack the Ripper was pretty much considered to be the first, even though there were ones before him. And then around the turn of the century, there was another one, and his name was the Collector. And they called him the Collector because he was pretty much recognized as the first murderer to take souvenirs from the bodies. Now, we're going to come back to that in a minute. I have some bits here. We have a little wallet here. We don't need that now. And what I've got here is some suspects. Now, at the time, they didn't know whether it could be a man or a woman. So there are men and there are women here. I've got 10 suspects here. So Tommy or Kevin, would you just give me a number between 1 and 10? Not including 1 or 10, but between.
Tommy, over to you.
The first number that popped into my head was 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that brings us to Jason. Now, I'm going to take him off there. You can see that they're all different. They all have different numbers of names and letters, are all different in every single one. Would you say that was a fair choice?
Absolutely.
So you're, as my psychic detective here, you weren't drawn to Margaret, for instance, or Elizabeth, or Benjamin, or Henry, or William, or George, or Thomas. You were drawn to Jason. You said the number, we dealt down to it, and that is where we ended up.
Well, to be honest, I was attracted to Victoria, but she's probably dead by now.
Yeah, I think they're all dead by now, but
yeah.
I did tell you that the Collector took souvenirs. Now, this is just an envelope. There's nothing else. And if you were here now, I would have you examine this envelope. There's nothing inside it. But we have here some items. So the first thing we have is a pocket watch. We have a key, very reminiscent of your talk last night, Tommy. We have a perfume bottle. We have a ring, and we have a pipe. Now, if you go back 120, 130 years, the police were very different from where they are today. You know, they didn't have forensics and things like that. But they do say that every murderer made one mistake, and they did find the murderer. They found the Collector, and it was Jason. And the mistake he made was he was so vain. He was so vain that he had to inscribe each item that he stole from the victims, and he inscribed them with one letter from his name. So we get.
No. Wow.
And we have Jason. Hidden in plain sight. Okay, I'm going to do one more quick trick for you, and I've got a pack of cards here. I have one card here. This is a blue back card. This is my prediction, and the rest of the cards are all red back. Now, the cards are all shuffled up. We can give them a quick shuffle. The idea here, very simple, is we're going to have one card selected, and you can choose any one of these cards that you would like, but we are going to make it a bit more difficult and a bit more random. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out I'm going to cut roughly about halfway, so we've got half face up and half face down. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And you can see the cards are all mixed up, and I am going to, and you just always shuffle them anyway, and if you were here you could have shuffled them. I'm just going to riffle shuffle them together. Actually, I'm going to do that a bit better than that because that wasn't very good.
Yeah, that's how I normally shuffle.
There we go. And I'm gonna let's still a bit rough there actually, but that's okay. I'm gonna push these in, and again, if you were here, you could push them in. I'm just tired. I do apologise.
Yeah, no.
So the cards are shuffled face up and face down. Okay, and so now we've got cards. If I spread them out, you can see face up into face down, and you can see here mixed together. If I turn them over, we'll actually show you here that you know they are all different. Of course they are, because you could have had any single one you wanted. Yeah. In fact, I will do one more quick face up into face down and push them in again. So they are really, really mixed face up and face down and together. And now I'm going to get a bit sloppy. I'm going to scatter them around like this. I'm going to keep that in shot there, but I'm going to try and make it here. And Tommy, I would like you to choose one of these face down cards. So what I'm going to do is I'll use this pen and I'm just going to move around. And whenever you say stop, say you say stop here, well, then I'll give you an option of one of these face down cards in this area. So just when you get to an area you want me to stop in, Tommy, just say stop. Stop. Here. So we've got quite a few cards in this bit. So just say stop again when I touch the face down card that you'd like. Stop. This one? No, go back. This one? Yep. Okay. Do you want to change your mind? I always want to change my mind, but for now, I will stick with that. Okay, I'm going to place that card there. I'm going to get rid of the pen, and I'm just going to, I will sort these out later on, so I'm just going to get rid of all those cards over there. But you can see there were plenty of face down cards and plenty of face up cards. Yeah. Is that fair? Very. And you saw me shuffle the cards, you saw me riffle shuffle them together, you saw me mix them all up on the table, make a real mess there, and you saw me end up with one card here. But this is the card that you chose, and this card has been on the table since the get-go. This is my prediction here. So if I turn over this card, we'll see what it is. Okay, the Jack of Hearts, good card. Yeah. That's a random selection. I even gave you an option to change your mind at the end. You could have chosen any card, but you chose the Jack of Hearts. Yeah. And that's completely fair mixing up, and your completely free choice of card. Wouldn't it be amazing if I had the Jack of Hearts? Wow. There we go. Wayne Goodman original, brand new. I've never performed that before. That's the first time I've ever done it. Can I change cards now? Of course you can, Tommy. I'm not doing the camera. Oh, Jancy. That was so much fun. That was from last week's show when we combined two things. Somebody has a mic up to all right, there we go. So yeah, somebody had the mic up too loud, but it's all sorted now. Erica, you need to keep yourself muted for the time being, because it turns out it was your mic that was too loud. So please remain muted unless somebody asks you to participate. All right, so that video was from last week's show. On Wednesday, we combined this show with the one tomorrow because I was in the UK, and we thought it might be fun to do the show from Kevin's studio, and boy, was I wrong. No, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and it was a great trip, and I'll tell you guys about it later after the show. I don't want to bore you with my escapades, but it was a blast. Our next performer, I am so looking forward to this. Ever since I asked her, I think it was yesterday. Actually, didn't give her too much time to say no, but I am really looking forward to this. You guys are in for a treat. This young lady is only 13 years old, but she's already getting accolades from magicians all over the place. I think she's phenomenal. Please help me welcome the very mystical Magic Maisie.
Hello everyone, I'm Magic Maisie, and tonight I'm going to be doing a paranormal experiment. So normally if one of you was here, I'd ask you to pick a card, but because none of you are here, I've got my dad to help me this evening. So I have a deck of cards, and what I'll do is you can see that they're all different, but I'll just give them a shuffle. Now, Dad, I'm going to spread the cards out, and I'd like you to just pick a card for me. Okay, now don't have a look at it, but we'll just pop it here for now, and we'll come back to that later. Now, as I said a minute ago, I'm going to be doing a paranormal experiment. And tonight we are going to be communicating with this person over here. Now, she is one of my ancestors. This is Martha, and she is my great nan. And records and ancestry shows that she also had an interest in magic. So tonight we're going to see if she can communicate with us and if she can find out what Dad's card is. So I have a deck of cards here, and Martha, if you are here, please give us some cards. Thank you. So Martha has given us 3 cards, and one of these cards is going to be her prediction card. So we're going to place them here, over here. Now, I have a necklace here, and this is actually Martha's necklace that she wore every day before she died. And I wear it now every day, and I'm connected with Martha. So tonight we're going to see if Martha can give us a sign through this necklace and choose a card as her prediction card. So I'm going to just wrap it around my hand so we can dangle it over the cards. Now, Martha, I'm going to wave your necklace over each one of the cards, and I'd like you to give us a sign of what card to choose. Watch the necklace very carefully. I think Martha's telling us to pick this card. So we're going to get rid of the other ones. Now, this is Martha's prediction of what Dad's card could be. Now, here I have, I'll put it, I'll pop it there. I have a Ouija board here and a planchette. And tonight we're going to use this to communicate with Martha and see if she can help us find out what Dad's card is. So Dad, I'd like to just examine the planchette for me. Perfect. Thank you. And we're going to place it on the Ouija board, and we're going to ask Martha a few questions about her card, about Dad's card. So I'm going to hold onto her picture frame to form a connection. And Dad, I'd like you to hold onto one side of the necklace, and I'll hold onto the other. So, Martha, do you know what Dad's card is? Please give us a sign and tell us. Tell us the answer. Do you know what Dad's card is? Thank you. She does know what Dad's card is. Now, in her deck of cards, there are red cards and there are black cards. So now we're going to ask, is Dad's card a red card? Martha, please tell us. Thank you. So it's not a red card. Well, she thinks it's not a red card. So she thinks it's a black card. So in the black card, there are spades and there are clubs. So now we'll ask, is Dad's card a spade? Okay, she thinks it is a spade. Now, in a deck of cards, there are number cards and there are picture cards. So now we're going to ask Martha, is Dad's card a number card? Okay, she's quite decisive about that. So she thinks it is a picture card. So in the picture cards, there are male cards and there are female cards. Is Dad's card a female picture card? Thank you. So she does think it's a female picture card, it's a spade, and it's a black card. And we'll just pop that there, Dad. So she thinks that Dad's card is the Queen of Spades. Now, for the first time, we're going to have a look at what Dad chose, and we're going to see if Martha was correct. So Martha thought that Dad's card is the Queen of Spades, and Dad picked the Queen of Spades. Now, Martha also picked a prediction. So she picked 3 cards from this deck here, and we used the necklace, and she gave us a sign of what prediction card to pick, and she picked this card over here. Now, wouldn't it be amazing if this was also the Queen of Spades and if it matched? Picked the Queen of Spades. Now, I'd like to thank Martha for helping us this evening, and I hope you enjoyed that and enjoyed the rest of the show.
Oh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. Unbelievable. Thank you, Maisie. It was great. Ladies and gentlemen, Maisie started performing, I believe, when she was only 6 years old. And now she's a force to be reckoned with. Keep your eye out for her. She's going to be doing really great things in the future. I really believe that. All right, so now we come back to the United States with a very good friend of mine from Tennessee. Please help me welcome the amazing Alan Fisher.
Thank you, thank you. Well, let's see. I get the distinct pleasure of following Magic Maisie. Thank you so much for putting me in that position because her act was incredible and now we're stuck with me. Okay, this is going to be a lot of fun. There's no way I can do this by myself. There's no way I can follow that kind of talent. So I need to bring in reinforcements. So I brought my daughter Claire to help me because we're going to do a card trick and you're over there, I'm over here. It doesn't work. I need someone here playing with cards. So what we're going to do is we will be here in the little window here at the bottom, and we'll have the deck of cards here. Now, I'm going to give you the instructions, Claire, about what I want you to do, and I'm going to turn away so I can't actually see. We have our cards, and, oh, here we go, yeah. They're fairly well shuffled, but I'm not needing all of them. What I need you to do, you're going to pick 2 even numbers, somewhere between like 6 and 12. So 6, 8, 10, 12, right? One of those numbers, get that many red cards. Pick a different 6, 8, 10, or 12, and get those in black. And you can just put them right here on the table. I'm going to look away so that I don't see how many reds or how many blacks you find in the deck as you're making your 2 little piles. But what I have done over the years is been practicing with my little fingers to be able to read the cards, not with my eyes, but with my fingers. You see, as they're printing the cards, you know, red is one of the main primary, like, 4 colors that you use when you're doing printing. So it's a single ink going on the card, but the black is a composite of multiple colors. So the black ink is just microscopically thicker, and I've taught my fingers how to feel that difference. Okay, have you got your 2 piles?
Yes.
Okay, we don't need the rest of the cards. We'll bring the 2 piles here. Now, I don't know which is red. I don't know which is black. Pick one up and put it on the other. Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
Terrific. We'll put it here in the center. I need you to cut the deck for me. Boom. Complete the cut. In fact, do that as many times as you want. 2, 3 more times. I'm going to look away so I don't even know how many times you're cutting and completing the cut. I don't know how many cards we're starting with. Don't know how many reds. Don't know how many blacks. I don't know how you're cutting them. How many, if you're deep or shallow. You just let me know when you're done.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Now, the magic. I take the cards. I'm going to go under the table, and I'm going to do my best to feel the red. I'm going to feel the difference in the that one's black, and see if I can determine what's red, what's black, what. Oh, no, that's red. And black, red, black, and another black. Okay, I have the cards here in 2 piles. Now, it would be the easiest thing in the world to just say, oh, here's all the reds and here's all the blacks, right? But that's not good enough for our show tonight. That's not good enough for all the folks around the world that have gathered for this show. So what I've attempted to do is put the same number of red cards in each pile and the same number of black cards in each pile. So we're going to see how well I did. In this first pile grouping, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 reds. Here, getting back here. And I've got how many? I got 4 blacks. 5 reds, 4 blacks. And on this side, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds, and 1, 2, 3, 4 blacks, proving my fingers can see the cards just as well as my eyes. Thank you for helping me out, and we'll throw it back to you guys in the studio.
Wow. Unbelievable. I've seen you now do that twice, and I have no idea how you do that. And that's why I do this show. So I can watch you and then stay up all night flogging myself because I can't figure out how it looks.
Remember, always use a wet noodle when you flog yourself.
Well, I was going to say I'd rather enjoy flogging myself anyway, so if only a benefit. No, brilliant routine, always good to see Claire, and thank you so much. So we're gonna move on. We got 2 more acts to go. Normally I don't say anything too long before our next performer, but in this case I would like to say something. Last week when I was in London, I went to the London Magic Convention, and one of the highlights of the convention was watching the close-up competition, and our next performer was in that competition, did really well. And the person who won, in my opinion, was not as good as everybody else, but what can you do? But our next performer did so well, we're going to play his video of his act, and he had the good fortune of having Craig Perry come up as a volunteer. So please help me welcome my good friend Kevin Peel at the Magic London Convention.
Well, actually, yeah, thanks, Tommy. I don't know if everyone can see as well that while we did the show from here last week, and our good friend Gunnar from Iceland created a new image there, which I'm using now, which is good fun.
Oh yeah. I thought it was covered up on my screen. Wow, yeah, it's great. I love that.
So yes, yeah. So it was great at the London Magic. Sorry, I'm full of cold, so I'm slurring a bit and it's not sounding particularly good. Great to do my close-up act. They haven't sent me the video yet, but I did the same act about a month ago at the IBM convention in the UK. So that I do have a proper recording of. So this was my close-up act, which I enjoy doing. Hi, Craig. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, Kevin.
Craig, fate, destiny, luck, what do you believe in?
All of the above.
All of the above. I'm going to try and prove to you tonight the difference between fate, luck, and destiny. Okay, well, we're going to start by needing oh my God, I've forgotten. I knew it was. There we go. There's the coin. So if I flick the coin and keep flicking it about 10 times, and it keeps coming down heads, the next time I flick it and it comes down, it'll probably come down heads or tails. It's just pure luck.
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a couple of games with you. I'm going to try and persuade you that destiny is what I believe in, and see if we can persuade you. Before we do that, I just want you to have a little envelope here. I'm just going to get you to sign it. Oh, there we go, Sharpie. Thank you, Craig. And I'll put it on both sides. And I've been trying to get your signature for ages. God, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll just put that out of the way. Craig, I'm going to play a little game with you with some business cards.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 of my business cards. They've got some words written on the back just for you for tonight. Well, this afternoon, really. The rest of these are just the ordinary blank ones. I'm going to show you what you've got to do. Can you just pick those up and keep my name face upwards, and don't let anyone see what's written on them, and don't you see what's written on. And you're just going to give them a shuffle and keep shuffling and shuffling and shuffling till you're happy. You're always happy, aren't you?
Always.
You're always happy. And then when you think, put one of them with my name face up on the table, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and give the other 2 to me. Okay. So, Craig, are you happy with that one? Do you want to keep that one, or do you want to swap it for one of these?
Very happy.
Absolutely?
Yeah.
Craig, now, I started doing this before the lockdown. And then during lockdown, I tried to do this over Zoom, and suddenly found when I said, "Did you pick that up and put it in your pocket?" people couldn't.
No.
Because they were on the end of a screen. So I created a little virtual pocket, which I used in my online shows. And because I love it so much, I'm going to keep that virtual pocket and ask you to put your card in the virtual pocket. Okay. And then we'll just continue the game with the 2. Okay? Yeah, that's perfect. Continue the game with the 2 that you didn't want. Okay. So again, pick those 2 up, Craig, and then stop mixing them around, okay, from hand to hand. Okay, and whenever you feel the urge to stop, just stop. Yeah, okay, thank you. Lovely. So did that feel like that was just luck?
Yeah.
In fact, it was destiny. You're always destined to put that one in my right hand. You're always destined to put that one in my left hand. And that one over there, which you didn't want to change, did you want to have a look and take it out of the virtual pocket?
Yeah.
And have a look what's written on it. And Charlotte got it. Thank you. That was 3 items, Craig. Should we ramp it up a little bit?
I think we should.
Yeah? Okay. What we're going to do is use 52 items with a pack of cards. Oh, that's lucky. Here. Craig, we'll get rid of the joker because no one likes a joker. In a second, you're going to tell me when to stop. So I'm going to start dealing cards down onto the table like that. Yeah. Okay. And you will say, "Kevin, stop," whenever you want me to. But we'll do them face down. Makes sense. Because we don't want you to see what the cards are. Because otherwise, it's not a trick anymore.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I'll just keep dealing, Craig. You just say,
"Stop."
Okay. Do you want me to deal one more, take one back? Or are you happy? One more. Deal one more.
Yep.
There's always one, isn't there? Yeah. Craig, if you remember a little bit earlier on, yeah?
Yeah.
You signed this card.
I did.
Okay, which is in there.
Yes.
Can you open that up and have a look and see what it says? Yeah, just one. Nothing else there. Let's make a mess.
It says you must stop on the Queen of Hearts.
Do you want to take your card that you stopped on, the top card, and have a look what it is?
The Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Craig, I'd said I'd have to talk to you all about destiny.
Okay.
And I actually checked in to a motel to stay the night tonight, and it's in fact the Motel Destiny. What I'd like you to do is just look after my key card for a second.
Okay.
And you're going to help me select my room.
Okay.
I'm going to stay in. So I've got some little counters here. There's 9 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you want to turn them over, or do you want me to turn them over?
Okay, I don't mind.
As you'll see, they're 1 to 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then we're going to put them in the die cup, the die shaker, like that. And can you give them a shake? Okay. And we're just going to pull them out on the table. The ones that are face down, we'll get rid of.
Okay.
Any ones that are face up, we'll keep. Okay. So we keep 5, 6, 1, 2, and 4. And so we get rid of 3, 8, 7, and 6.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this again. Oh, got rid of 1. This is always a tedious bit. We got rid of 6 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. Well done, Craig. Most people take about 7 hours to do that, but you know,
Go quick.
you're a magician. So we've got rid of 5 and we've got rid of 4. So we're left with room number 2.
Yeah.
Do you want to just have a look at my key and see what room I'm actually staying in?
Room number 2. Yeah.
Now, so I was always destined to stay in room number 2.
Mm-hmm.
You were always destined to choose the Queen of Hearts.
Yes.
You didn't actually have another choice.
No.
Do you want to have a look at the pack of cards and have a look what the other cards are? So all the other ones are blank. Yeah.
They're all blank.
So you were always destined. So have I persuaded you that
Yeah, I believe
we believe in destiny? One of Craig believes in destiny, everybody! Craig, I'd love to give you a little gift to say thank you.
Love gifts.
So I'm going to sign the card for you. You can take that away as a memento for oh.
I've always wanted yours.
Perfect. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. And as they say, that was my act. And hand you back to our good host, Mr. Tommy Burnett.
Beautiful. I love that routine. Brilliant routine. Thank you for showing that to us, and I hope we feel better. I hope you and Wayne both feel better. I know you've been both under the weather, as we say, and I hope we feel better soon. So, we have a few minutes left, and I'm going to show you a couple of things, and I hope you like it. So I'm going to start out by showing you my favorite card collection. And I've been collecting cards for God knows how long. And I don't mean like decks of cards. I mean like in this case, I'm talking about one card in particular from different decks. So like this is from Casino, VIP Casino, I honestly forget the name of Jack Dennis, One Life to Live, and you can see they're all different. Somebody's coming in now. Yeah, so you can see they're all different. Each card has a different back, and each card has a different front as well. You can see all the cards are different. They have different faces as well. And it's interesting because all of this is going to be in your imagination anyway. So what you think you saw and what you think you're seeing right now is all in your imagination anyway, so not to worry. Kevin, can you find me a volunteer from the audience?
Of course I will, Tommy. Let's just stick your hand up. Who wants to help Tommy? And there we go. George, he's been away for so long, so he has to be a helper, doesn't
Great, thank
Me,
you.
it's me, my friend. I don't even know what you're going to do. I've not seen you perform for 12 weeks.
I know, likewise. And not only are you one of my favorite performers, but you're also one of my favorite volunteers. So
That's so kind of you.
yeah, well, sure. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. I don't have enough viewers to make it important for me. Make it important for me to lie. So
that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
If I had a lot of viewers, I might lie, but but anyway, do you think you have a good imagination?
I would say yes. As a magician myself, then I probably do have a good imagination.
I mean, even if you were saying no, that would have been fine, because.
But I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So once again, I'm going to show you different cards with different backs, and in a minute, I'm going to turn away, and I don't have any cameras over here. I'm not that.
I know you don't, Tommy.
I'm not that rich. I'm using an old iPhone that doesn't even have any service right now as my my main camera. So,
I know you don't, my friend. I know you're not cheating.
but anyway, I'm going to turn my back. I'm going to spring the cards like that.
Yep.
You say stop. I'll show you the card. I'll be looking over here, and I will try and tell you what card you're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah? Right. So, I won't wear my glasses, so it won't matter. So, I'll go slow, and you say stop anywhere you want.
Stop.
Right here. Now,
Right there.
Yeah, right here. Very good. Now, I can tell you that now. It's a red card. It's diamonds, and yeah, okay. It's a ten of diamonds. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Perfect. Yeah. No need to pause. No need to pause. I will do this again, and so stop again. Try not to pick the same card.
Stop.
Right here. Is that good? Is that
Yep.
good? Now, okay, so I get the feeling you stopped me on another red card, but no, it's not. It's not diamonds this time. This time it's hearts, and it's smaller. It's not as big as a 10. It's more like a three or a 4. Could be a 5. No, I don't think it's a four hearts. Is it?
Four
Yeah.
hearts.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So let's cut these a few times so they're not in the same order. And yeah. So all right. And we'll do it one last time. And
stop.
Right here. Is that good? You want me to
That
go
is
back?
good.
You want me to go back?
I wanted to go exactly there, pretty much.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
I was looking for the time difference.
Yes. All right. So yeah. So this is definitely a black card this time. And again, oh, okay, so you're picking art cards this time. It's like the three of faith, yes? Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect, perfect. Wow. All right, now I don't know if you remember, but in the beginning I said, I asked you, do you have a good imagination? And you say yes. And I'm going to tell you right now, you have the perfect imagination because all of these cards are actually and everything that happens only in your mind. And yeah.
You've done me there, mate.
So yeah. Um,
Very good. Thank you.
something I picked up in the UK, other than something that needs pills to take.
I didn't see that coming. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah. So can I get one more volunteer, and then this will be the end of our show. Let's put it over there.
You fancy anybody, Tommy?
Well,
Do we have the birthday boy? Do we have the birthday boy?
Yeah, the birthday boy. Yeah, the birthday boy. Yeah. Andrew said it. All right. Hey, Andrew. Oh,
You're in the dark end of the library.
yours is probably real, but
Unfortunately not, Tommy.
yeah, mine is it. Uh, so, while I was in the UK, I actually picked up a couple of jigsaw puzzles. I happen to be one of those geeky type of people who actually like jigsaw puzzles. Um, and one of them was one of them was the a scenic view of the the palace in London, Buckingham Palace, and very nice view. And one of them was of a one of my favorite paintings, the Mona Lisa. Um, Something I never knew until I actually saw the Mona Lisa for the first time in real life. I always assumed the Mona Lisa was a big painting, but it's actually pretty small. It's a little bit bigger than a piece of paper, like an A4 piece of paper. And I always thought it made it more impressive for me because, you know, it's a famous piece of art, but to have it be that small and that detailed is very impressive. Anyway, in this box I have 90, I think, no, 104 puzzle pieces. And only one of them fits what's underneath this black cloth. It could be the Mona Lisa, or it could be a picture of Buckingham Palace, and we'll find out in a minute. But in here, actually no, it's like 105 pieces because the puzzle had 104. So there's one extra piece in here. If you were here right now, you can mix these up, but I'll do it for you. And then you open the box and spread the pieces out, and you can see some of them are face up, most of them are face up, but some of them are face down. And what I'm going to do is take the face down pieces and put them back in this box over here. think one, I think that's it. Yeah. And then we'll take the other ones and get rid of those. Actually, we'll put that one in there too. Right? And we'll get rid of these. And so now we have, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 in here. And I'm going to mix these up, mix these up a little bit. And now I'm going to jump them back on the table and kind of do what Kevin did in his video and get rid of the ones that are face up until we have one facing down. Okay. So again we have, let's just see, these were facing up, we'll get rid of those. And put these back in here. And again, if you were here with me, you'd be able to do this yourself. Right? And okay, so now we have these three here. We're almost down to one. We'll give this a little shake, flip this out, and now we're down to two. And it might be easier to say, I have one in my left hand and one in my right hand. Which one would you like to use?
The one in the right hand.
The one in my right hand. And you sure you don't want to?
No, just the one.
Right. Okay. So between fate and between yourself, you chose this one here. Now I'm going to remove the paw so you can see what is underneath. I probably could have done it a little better. I promise you I didn't have switched that piece out. But let's have a look and see. You can see here there is one spot empty there. Let's see, will it fit? Yes, it fits. Good job. Good job. And isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? No, you don't want to hear me sing. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Let's bring out our performers. We started out with Robin.
I have to hunt around and find each one, just for me.
Take your time. I'll stay out here and there's Robin, and then we had George, and George, and then Wayne.
Thank you, everyone.
Who was on video, and then we had the amazing Magic Maisie, who may or may not still be here.
Thank you. You're all free and clear now?
Hi, Maisie. You're awesome.
You got a cold?
And then we had... yeah, sorry. Then we had Alan.
Alan and Claire, my favourite father-daughter duo.
Yeah, that was wonderful. It was wonderful. And then, of course, we had Kevin. And then we had me. And what a great show. Maisie, you are always welcome on my show. That was absolutely amazing. If I was as talented as you were, when I was 13, I'd probably still be where I'm at now. But
if I was talented as Maisie when I was 36, I know where that's now.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, from all of us at Tuesday Night Magic Theater to all of you watching, I hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight. And please give us a review. Actually, you can't do that because there's nowhere to review us. But if you are watching on Facebook, please give us a little like and a little love, and we will see you all next time.